What's up, Max? Congratulations on another great performance.
What's up, brother?
You had a few minutes to think about it. How are you feeling about the fight now?
I feel great, man. I feel great. We still here, you know. I told you guys that was the motto. We still here, you know. The motto of this fight was still here. Remind them. I mean, I think I screamed at half of you guys already out there.
You did.
So. That's how I felt.
Yeah, was that just because of you felt maybe you were being overlooked since the last fight and you wanted to just remind people, hey, I'm still one of the best in the world?
Bro, you're only as good as your last fight. And I told you guys I had that Volk fight. That was the last fight, the last taste that they had of me. And here's what it is. You know, I was here with that Cater fight. I heard the same thing all over again, that Arnold was going to be the guy. He's going to break my chin. He's going to put him out too slow, too old, whatever it is. And we went out there. We got to prove it, you know. I wanted to go out there, hit and not get hit. Me and my boy have been vibing out to some Roy Jones Jr. body head bangers, and forgot to go out there looking good doing it, you know.
Do those comments actually piss you off, or do you kind of just understand that's the nature of the game? But when people are kind of like, oh, you're only as good as your last fight, his chin's going to get checked out and stuff, does it piss you off, or how does it make you feel?
I just laugh, bro. I just laugh. Half these guys talking about it probably never fought a day in their life, so they wouldn't know, you know. So at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know. I come from this sport. I'm in the gaming world. Oh, my gosh. The gaming world is even more worse of shit talkers. So at the end of the day, it's all right.
Yeah. What did the last 10 seconds were pretty exciting there. It was a little bit of a throwback there, huh?
Pretty fun. Yeah. I mean, he was coming. I thought he was going to come more sooner in, like, the fourth or fifth. Actually, in the fourth round. After the 3 rounds, I was like, yeah, we're probably up. He's going to step on the gas pedal now. This is when his inexperience is going to come. And he stayed calm. He was trying to get in there, but he couldn't figure it out. And fifth round, we already knew. I mean, you could listen to my corner, and they was like, he's going to be coming at you to stay. You know, don't get lazy, stay active the whole time. And, yeah, the last 10 seconds, he kept throwing. So I was like, I'll throw back. Yeah.
I don't know if they officially ruled the last punch as a knockdown, but you knocked him down, right?
Yeah, I would think so. I hope so as a knockdown. I did. I mean, I got to go talk to Des up there, and they was asking why I wasn't talking to him. Allen is the nicest dude ever, bro. Like, in between, like, after we hit each other in the low blows, he'd be like, oh, sorry, bud, whatever. In between the rounds, he's like thumb up at me with a smile. I was like, bro, I can't talk shit to this guy. You know what I mean? He's a cool dude, so it is what it is.
I saw you guys had a conversation backstage. What did you guys say to each other?
I told him, bro, you're a legend. You're tough. And we'll probably see each other a bunch of times, so don't worry, bro. Keep training, get hard. And he said he wanted to come to Hawaii, show him around, so maybe after our career, because I have a feeling we're probably going to run it back.
You've obviously fought like basically everyone in that division. Where does his skills rank up compared to some of the other guys that you faced?
He's super good, bro. He's up there. I mean, his IQ is super good, man. I thought he'd be a little bit more inexperienced, but he brought it tonight. He came 5 rounds. I thought so. He's gonna be way more desperate, but he was super smart. I mean, he got a great team behind him. You know, he got the great Frost in this corner, so the game planning was there, and I think he's up there for sure.
Nice. And last one from me. I mean, it's kind of the hard question to answer, right? But what is next? You know, is it, hey, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to go after Volkanovski. I have to hope Yair wins. What's the next one for you?
We see what happens, you know. May the best man win. I get to be a fan in that fight in July. But we see what happens, you know. Never say never. We saw, I mean, especially you. You saw the most craziest thing in the sports, brother, firsthand. So I'm sure it'd be all right.
Max, was there anything out there from him that kind of surprised you? Like, was he a difficult guy to prepare for? I feel like we had seen him go the distance maybe with some of the lower, you know, middle-tier fighters, but then when he got to the top of the division, it was kind of quick fights. So I guess what did you think compared to your expectations when you were in there with him?
He's just a smart guy, bro. He's just a smart guy. I think he did really good. And just an awesome guy. And he is a thick boy, dog. Oh, my gosh. He was pretty big. I was tripping out. He's like a bodybuilder. You know, like no legs, but this upper body like a tank, you know? Almost like a Volk, so it was pretty crazy. I was like, bro, these guys are so weird with their body type like this. It's kind of confusing.
Yeah. And I guess also, like, for you, just coming off of a little bit of a layoff, how do you stay so, like, we were talking, like, you just seem so calm in there. Like, you know, I guess without fighting once every couple months, how do you kind of keep that mentality, just being there so much?
Bro, we've been in, what is it? How many fights I have? Do you know how much fights I have in the UFC now? Like 24 now or 25, something like that, bro. It's just another day in the park, you know. Like before the walkout, me and my team are just talking regular stories of what's going on, you know, like what we're doing after, you know. So at the end of the day, it's just something that we just been here, we know what it is, and we're gonna get the job done.
Yeah, and he landed a few good shots on you, but were there any that ever like rocked you or anything, or was it you seemed to take them very well?
No, it's more piss off, bro. It's everybody's gonna try to land this stupid punch. It's just. They're going to jab, and then they're going to throw this overhand because my stupidity, I move straight back instead of getting to an angle. And every time I move straight back, if you can wind the tape back, I'm getting landed by something big, a kick or one kick he landed. He landed I think so. I can remember like 5 or maybe 8 overhand lefts and a couple right hooks. I'm like, bro, come on. Like, I already know what they're going to do. They're putting a jab in my face and stepping in deep with a big overhand, you know? So that's just on me.
Max, in the featherweight division, you sort of look at all the top contenders who are in there with you. You've kind of faced most, if not all of them now, and it's kind of like a rematch tour at this point if you're carrying on at 45. Are you also potentially considering jumping up to 55, taking some new challenges on at 55 and maybe splitting your time between the two divisions just to freshen things up?
We see what happens. Never say never, man. We can talk to the UFC and see if they let to do that. They don't like people splitting their time too much. But the beautiful thing is when you get a belt, you can do whatever you want. So that's the main goal right now.
And give us a prediction for the next title fight at featherweight. How do you think that's going to go?
I think it's going to be a way more contested fight than people think it is going to be. Yair is a super awkward guy to fight just because he's fast and lanky and spinny and flashy. And Volk is just a super hard guy to get ready for. You can't even find training partners that's like Volk, bro. The guy's like the thing. You know, it's weird. So at the end of the day, I think it's gonna be an exciting fight, and I just get to be a fan, bro. I'm not gonna guess anything. I think it's gonna be an awkward fight for both of them, and may the best man win.
You took some pretty heavy shots in there from Arnold tonight. I'm just curious, who's caught you the hardest at 45?
Andre Fili.
Fili.
Andre Fili, he's the only guy that I ever got caught with, and I looked at the time, and I was like, what am I doing? And I remember going to the cage and being like, oh, shit, I think he hit me pretty hard. So Andre Fili is like the hardest cracker I felt at 45 for sure.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Max, the Korean Zombie has mentioned a couple times that he would like to fight you.
Brother.
For one of his former...
Korean Zombie, that's the only guys from that is the only guy in my time with the older guys that I didn't get to fight. I would love that fight. There's a fight in my agent's freaking country, Australia, coming up in, when is it? Australia's supposed to be happening sometime. Australia's supposed to be happening sometime. We don't know when. And if Korean Zombie wants it, he can get it. He can get it.
So you want to fight him in
I would love to fight. That's one of the guys I've been growing up and watching. I'm kind of tripping out how the hell we didn't fight yet. How did we not fight? You know, and if that's one of the guys, then that's one of the guys. I'd love to fight and share the octagon with him. He's one of the OGs that I didn't get to fight yet. You know, that was like we came up in the same era and we didn't fight each other. So if that's it, that's it.
What video game has the worst online community?
What video game? I don't know, bro. Apex right now is pretty heavy, pretty crazy. I've been away from Call of Duty a little bit, but Apex can get pretty toxic, brother. I'm telling you.
When you catch these guys talking shit to you, like, do you say I'm Max? Like,
oh, brother, like my name on top of the game is like Bless MMA /FB.GG, and like you're not Max. You're not Max. They're talking shit to me. Yeah, I'm like, okay, whatever, you know. So it's fine.
Congrats.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, Max, in the middle. So to answer your earlier question, I think this was your 27th fight in the
Oh,
UFC.
27. Oh, I was off a little bit.
Just a little bit. Selling yourself short. This is your 8th decision in a row, all in 5-rounders.
Yeah.
What's the secret? Because you clearly aren't falling off, as some people said beforehand, but I don't know that we've ever seen anybody be able to do this and have these kind of fights.
I got a great team behind me, man. I got a great team, a great wife. My wife been cooking for me. My team been making us the way we train, how smart we train, the way we go on with training, the way if I get hurt, we take care of it. You know, I got doctors and everything behind it. I got a great foundation behind me, man. You know, just like any house. If you don't got a strong foundation, that shit is gonna blow right over. So, build your foundation and build up.
Congrats.
Thank you. All good? Thank you, guys.